I'm fully fueled and ready. Up, we're being hailed. What's going on? Oh, a trade frequency. This guy's looking to buy something.
Lebanese Israel, Edgar Everest, Aros, Evil, Corvex is fatal, photon entity.
All right, buddy. Listen, I just picked up some hot items you might be interested in. I don't have any of my normal edibles for sale, but I do have this gleaming bullion for nearly 1 million credits, which is 100% worth it. And then I'm just going to sell off some of this other junk. And we might as well get rid of these Viking reports as well, these tear-stained reports of God knows what. And now we can call back in our freighter. It'll have our big old fleet around it now. Oh, our invisible ghost fleet. Oh, well. Sometimes they don't load in. Okay, well, our trader vessel loaded in there. The other ones don't want to show themselves. They've got their cloak on. So let's see how many milestones we can tick off real quick inside the base here. And now, perfect. We've unlocked our milestone for drop protocol. So what that does is basically allow you to call in your exocrafts anywhere in a system where your freighter is. And that officially finishes the phase 1 of the Redux. Okay. We're really lagging behind on actually finishing up the phases. So they're giving us our refiner room, scanner room, the portal, all sorts of stuff. And what do we get for phase 1? The reality glitch trail customization. So I think that's a backpack upgrade. Nice. Now, where else can I build onto our base? We're kind of constricted here. I love this little pillar with its spinny globe on the top. And I think we can build out from this wall here on my right. Yeah. Perfect. So this exocraft summoner that we just built and this other storage module here, we can just grab these and yank them over to the other side, which will open up some space. So they'll link together and look a little bit better if I move them around. So let's pop this back over on this side. There we go. And then that gives us a little bit more space where we can start putting in these new modules that we need to unlock, or that just unlocked that we now need to build. That looks all right. It gives us another little access doorway here with a little, at least we got some windows, you know, not zero. I wish I had a lot more. I bet some people are building some really awesome bases, but I'm running so far behind on this expedition already. I need to finish it up before we run out of time. Come on. I need an empty wall. There we go. Nice. Now at least we got that in. And Farseer. Hey, buddy, look out. You're running into me. What do we get for Farseer? Rude? All right, I forgive you. So we get some Starship inventory slots, which I will take back with us, as well as some other upgrades for our Starship. We even got a stack of planetary charts, so I'm sure that's going to be important soon. We'll go ahead and try out our table here, see if there's anything interesting. The smallest planet we discovered. For some reason, they popped these into our freighter inventory, but let's go ahead and pop one. And it's going to send us to a distress signal, which is part of the interstellar rescue milestone. So somewhere out there, someone has gotten into some trouble, and we're going to go see if we can help them out. Before we take off of the freighter, though, let's see if we can send off any of our expeditions. We need to get 3 of them in flight as soon as possible, and we want to do ones that don't take a lot of fuel and won't take forever. So this is only 5 hours long, and we can go ahead and pop both of our trade vessels on that one. I don't think we want to send on anything else just for the fuel reasons, because that's a 3-star on a 2-star. That's plenty. So at least that's 2 on a 2-star. Good enough. And these 2 down here are the longest at 25 and 26 hours, plus they're 2 stars each. So we'll do the balanced one for 20 hours. And I know we don't have enough fuel to send everything, but let's see how much it would cost. We need 450 tons, and we have currently nothing. All right, and we need to unlock the blueprints for the frigate fuel as well. Luckily, it's really easy to unlock those. You just need to talk to one of your missions, since we've already sent a few of them out, and then it will let us know, oh, we can see that you're communicating to your missions. You don't have the frigate fuel plans, and that's what unlocks them. Now, hopefully we don't have any dihydrogen. Dang it! Well, perfect opportunity. We need to go over to this planet right next to us anyway for the distress beacon. And this gives us a reason to jump down and grab the dihydrogen we need to get those missions underway. Because it's going to take 20 hours, and this is over in like 48. So I'm really actually a little nervous about whether or not I'm going to be able to finish this in time now. I'm glad that they made one of these stranded pilots a milestone, though, because honestly, it's one of the most fun parts of my main save game, is going and rescuing these guys. I use the tower at our settlement to scan for distress beacons every day, and it's a lot of fun. It's just part of the daily routine.
Traveler, Edgar is Inskulab Hakshnana.
This Corvex, presumably the pilot of the nearby ship, observes their vessel from a wary distance. They oscillate awkwardly, apparently conflicted between desire to approach the ship and a fear for their own safety. We can help you out, buddy. He softly alarms, but gives us permission to look at his ship. What is with this guy? And sometimes there's a funny story about what happened. The ship's hull appears intact, but it is evident that something is very wrong. The vessel rattles ominously, and an unhealthy clicking sound echoes around the launch thruster. I locate the source of the clicking sound and gingerly reach into a repair hatch to attend the volatile component. I am momentarily blinded by a discharge of light and heat. Pain flashes through me. The explosion does not seem to have done any permanent damage, and the ship is now repaired. No wonder he was nervous. That was some sort of EMP burst or something. Buddy, Operator Entity Lodar seems thankful to see me alive. The blast that merely singed me would have no doubt have proven fatal to their electronic shell. They thanked me, deftly repairing the damage to my suit before setting off. All right, buddy, I guess you did give me a soft warning. Oh gosh, some of these pilots are really janky when they take off. I've seen ones that just plowed straight into the ground. At least he made it away. Now let's pop this one and see what we get. Recovered item ×3. Supreme movement system. I've not seen a recovered item. We might as well pop these upgrade circuits into our staff, because we have no room to put anything in there right now, and at least that way we'll be able to look through the upgrades that we get and take the best ones back home with us. Now, you thought I was going to forget, and I have to admit I almost did, but we're going to run around and get a little bit of dihydrogen so we can send off that last expedition that we need to when we get back to our freighter. And that should be enough fuel, I believe. But I was thinking, while I'm on this gorgeous floating island planet, why not go ahead and scan 10 plants? I have just not been focused on plants at all. I love scanning the animals, seeing what strange and wonderful things we can find in the worlds of No Man's Sky, like these bally boys. But there's loads of plants around here, and so this shouldn't take too long. Oh, we've got a interplanetary data center over here. Cool looking ship as well, coming into land. Oh, I was trying to see. Oh, I couldn't quite make it out. I wanted to see what class it was. Some cool little butterfly moths. Weird. They looked tiny, but they were the swarms, you know? Usually it's insects and stuff that turn into swarms, but that was a swarm of tiny bats. It's horrifying. I'm not finding any new trees or bushes up here on the shoreline, so let's take a little dip in this pink ocean and see what we can find down here. We'll definitely get some new fish and stuff, but hopefully there's some plants down here somewhere. Ooh, cool looking fishies, or what are these, otters? Dinosaur looking otters. And some kind of big mouth bass fish. Here's what we're looking for, though, is the plants. For some reason, that kelpie weed down there isn't giving me anything. We only got these little sticks. What do you guys eat? There's no plants down here. We got some more animals over here. Oh, wait. These guys count as plants. They look like mines, but they're not. They're organic. What have you got over there? Some cool looking ray. These fish seem to interact with each other a lot more. Like the larger fish chase the small fish. You can even see the predator ones eating sometimes the smaller ones. They actually go turn into a little puff of blood and stuff, so you know they're actually eating them when they disappear. Come on. Couple more pieces of kelp and seaweed and we're there. 4 more is all we need. Anything else good down here? I don't think we're gonna find any more fish. And I think I've got all the variations it's gonna give me. Wait a second. There's something pulsating over there. Some kind of fungus growing. What is this? Oh, we've got ourselves an underwater cave, boys. There might be some special plants down here. Come on, I only need 3 more. That's a nice piece of weird kelp. 2 more. 2 more. Just give me a mushroom. Give me something. That's the thing that was sticking up above. There's freaking geysers everywhere down here. Come on. Sometimes they'll look the same, but technically it's a new scan because it's a slightly different hybrid with a little bit different resources or something. 2 more. That's all I need. Nothing? No? Dang it. Okay, we only need 2 more plants. Rather than wasting a lot of time looking around here for the bush somewhere in a cave that I haven't quite scanned yet, let's just leave our beautiful island planet here and we'll zip over to the next one over and just scan the first 2 plants we come across. It should be easy enough. So the next planet over was this fungal world, which is pretty lucky because usually the fungal worlds are going to be covered in 1,000 different kinds of mushrooms, and we shouldn't have any problem finding 2 to scan. Somebody's got a little starter base here. Might as well land next to it and see if it's got anything we can scavenge. Looks like it's got a pretty basic setup on the first floor and nothing on the second floor. Maybe it's still a work in progress or they just didn't upload it when they were done. One of the things you got to remember is just because you uploaded your base, it doesn't mean that it constantly uploads all the new things you're adding to it. You got to re-upload it if you want people to be able to get things out of it anyway. And 2 mushrooms were no problem, just like I thought. The engine of life. Pretty cool. I like the way they named the milestones in this expedition. We got a double cultivation chamber. Finally, we needed to build one of those, along with supreme scanning upgrades. And, oh gosh, look out for the radiation cloud. Man, sometimes it tries to mess you up. Like, it killed me when it unlocked the milestone while I was falling, and then I smacked into the ground and died. It doesn't seem really fair to be trapped in a menu and then like they spawn a toxic cloud on you and it kills you while you're listening to the unlocks and it won't let you go through it, you know? So let's get back over to our freighter. We can now install the double cultivation unit, which will give us some more unlocks for the next milestone, and for sure send off our expedition because we got to get that done before I can wrap this up. Okay, let's just run back up here, get these sent off, and wait a second. Look at the ships that have landed. I think these are the ones that were flying around on the planet down there. We got double boys here. I love this look. The needle nose fighter ship with especially the seagull wings, I think, or the gull wings are the best. Only a B class. What would we have to pay to have it? I almost want to be able to take this back with us, but we can't quite afford it. Oh, I could exchange it, but there's no way I'm getting rid of Phoenix. Dang it. Okay, let's not mess around with that too much. I need to get this last mission out of here. I was almost thinking about trying to go find some ship to sell and then get that ship in some way bring it back with us, but that's just too much. We got to get this balanced expedition out the door. Now, do I have enough to send everything? The support one should actually reduce the fuel cost. So yeah, we're only at 400 instead of 450. Nice.